try to get to the game.
Stress about it. Anyways.
Must be fucking nice. I'm out here stressing. Should I do my car here? Should I do it there? Bro, I'm
Did
tired.
you figure it out in the end?
I just got the quote today. Like, I literally I got a phone call and I was like, hello, and he's like, what's crack? And I was like, oh no, he's like, how are you? I was like, I'm grand. I was like, how are you? He's like, I'm grand, but you're not gonna be grand after this call.
Yeah.
And then he started listing all the shit that needs to be done with my car. I was just like, fuck.
I saw this. It's one of those ones. Whenever I tweet, I found my needs at Walmart. That's kind of the ones. And it's always car related, man. At this point, and then cars are so fucking. We always say this, like we labor this point. Cars are so, you need them in this country because nothing is accessible with just bus, or it'll take you 2 hours to get to do what you wanted to do just using public transport.
Guy, when I tell you, like this bus life that I've been doing for the past, either having to find a car to borrow or taking the bus, it's horrible.
You realize, like, how did I do this life before? Like, I haven't done this, like, I haven't, to be fair, since like 17. But at the same time, I could just imagine, it's like, how would I, especially where I am now in the sticks. I was like, why am I getting anywhere without a car right now?
Bro, and you know the thing that you don't ever think about is like, I have to get to the bus stop. Like, think about it. How far is your house from the bus stop to the bus that you need to get?
Yeah, that was like uni days when you're like, just to walk to the train station, and the train station alone is actually, that's the most annoying, because you know, obviously uni is always in the winter months as well, in the coldest time of year. So that walk, this was before you have all that fucking earphones that you have to untangle.
Put the earphone.
Put the earphone, and then you're in the big park and you're trying to get it in now. Anyways,
and then as soon as you get onto the train, it's now too hot. Now you have to take everything off, and then you get off.
That's what they call first world problems.
Oh,
everybody watching this can relate to that.
Look, man. Oh, guy. Okay, you know what? I feel like this week has just been stupid.
It's only Tuesday, bro.
I know.
It's only Tuesday.
Bro, do we need to cancel?
You said you were outside actually, this banker.
Guy, I'm outside now. Yeah, I'm outside.
That's doing what?
What? I saw Best DJ in Ireland. I heard the set. It was a quick set, but it was a good set. I won't lie.
Every event you go to, this is the best DJ now. And then I was actually watching. I was like, I think there was like 3 or 4 different events on the same weekend in Dublin. I was like, yeah, this is what people complain about. Not enough events. And I've seen 3 or 4 on the same bank holiday. So shout out to them.
I do feel like there is a lot more. Like, I feel like this summer there's gonna be bare shit to do. Like, I actually just feel like there's just gonna be bare shit to do, just because like everything's just happening. Like, everything's going on, isn't it?
People are eager and willing to, like, it's always the going isn't always the difficult part. Like, saying people are like, oh, we want to go to places. It's the part that people want to organize. Now that you have people that are willing, like your brother and Fiona, and they're kind of like, oh yeah, we want to do day parties. And when you have that sussed out, it's always handy. Now it's the other aspect is I know we're not the only group of people that go to events and fight, but we'll get stigmatized more for it. And that's the annoying part. So you're just hoping that everybody kind of stays. I shouldn't be like stays on their best behavior. You're hoping people just go for the fight, because you know if we do one fight, our people do one fight, that's it. Whereas they can mash up the place, and that's part of the culture. Yeah, that's part of the culture.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I went to Leicester party over the weekend on Sunday. And it was actually really good. I have one issue with it.
Okay.
So it was supposed to start at 6 and end at 11, right? We didn't get there till 9. But the thing is, we actually got there at the perfect time, because that's when most people were showing up. So by the time, like, you know, the first 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you know, trying to get drinks, everyone trying to get settled in, blah, 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 blah. DJ set is good. And it was just getting super sweet. And then it's 11.
I like it. I like that they stayed on course with it, because now people start showing up on time, because obviously before it's like you get given a time and you think it's not really gonna be that time, we're gonna go till there. But now they're telling you, yo, 6 till 11, be there, and the place is shut down. And I like that when it's 11, they say, yeah, shut off, because now everybody can just be comfortable. Because if they kept it going till 1 a.m., next time people come later.
But you know what's so funny about that? Yeah, like that whole black man timing or black people timing thing is because nobody wants to show up there first.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're gonna show up late.
Yeah.
So there's no point in me going at time.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna show up late. And then someone else is gonna be like, because he's gonna show up late, I'm gonna show up late. And that's why everyone is late.
Like the boys were saying on their podcast, everybody has slightly main character syndrome. Everybody wants to pull up and be like, I don't want to be there waiting on everybody. I want everybody there when you're there. They're like, oh, they
you know,
like the chain, by the way.
Oh, thank you, man.
I like the chain.
Some lights. Nah, but you know what it is, yeah? I feel like it's just one of those things. Everyone wants that scene where you walk in, everyone's already there. You start dapping everybody up. You know, you see like the guy. Everyone wants to do that.
Oh, this all started right there. Because if you're there early, like you don't get that reaction in it. Like low key, it's like we're saying, if you are the main character in your own life, I suppose. So having that feeling of like, nah, I want to come in because when you're younger, you always like used to be the elders. Because sometimes you have to pull up to the party early because especially me, I could go to the party, but I couldn't leave my house too late. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if party starts at 8, if it's 11, when every other cool people are going, they say, "Why are you leaving your house at 11?"
Yeah.
But if I'm already out by 11, they're
Wow.
not really talking. So I used to remember all the cool people back then. They'll pull up with their cars as well. They'll sit outside with the door open for a while before they even step into
with
the
the
party.
music playing.
With the music
It's
playing.
no vibe outside. Nah, you know what? Yeah. I was kind of like, I was even thinking about it the other day. We went from having to walk everywhere to driving places 3, 4, 5 cars deep now at this point. And it's just like, it's funny how life changes.
Yeah, and everybody's like packs their car and you're the guy outside and was like, "Oh, you have to lift home." Everybody's coming to you. Do you have a lift? I don't know if he's going home with him, but you might get a lift. But I guess that kind of plays into the fact that everybody in their own head main character.
How many guys out here using their cars as their game to get girls? What, you need a lift?
Bro,
You need a lift?
back then people would just hit you up just to see if you're going to that party, just to tell you on the way. They say, "I'll get there, yeah. I'll get there with my girls or whatever, but on the way home is when I need a lift." And then, obviously, being the main character in your own head, it's like, yeah, it's like, I'll sort you out. I'll provide that for you.
Yeah.
I'll use that as a game.
Oh, please, can I get a lift?
After a while, you learn
Which way you
quick.
going? Yeah, come true.
After a while, you learn quick. You're like, nah, these people think they're pissed. When I'm leaving, yeah, you mans better leave, because if you start doing Mr. Nice Guy, they're getting pulled right, left, and center. They're seeing all the, because everybody was like secluded to their town. Now everybody drove, so now they're seeing all these characters that they were seeing on Twitter, on Facebook. They're like getting pulled left, right, and center. You're like, bro, I'm trying to go home.
You know what?
It's free, yeah.
I won't lie, I'm that guy.
You're a guy getting pulled right, left, and center. That's why I started, because if I was driving going with you, yeah, but you're driving, you have the control.
Yeah.
You can do whatever whenever you're ready to go home. That's me too. I'm ready to go home. I learned that also quick because I used to go with my friend Booch, and like he is like the kind of guy to be live for the party. He's vibing. Me, I'm like, bro, let's just go get McDonald's and go home.
But you know what the thing is though? That's the best part. That end part where everyone it's always the best. Guy, I promise you, that's the best part. That's like, because the thing is, right, even when like you go out and shit, yeah, you can't really move to girls in clubs and shit like that. You can't really do any of that. It's the end where everything's calmed down, everything's quiet, and then that's when you go, the girl that you were dancing with, the girl that you might have like, that's when you go approach it.
Like I remember there was a time like something like, obviously this wild thing happened at the party. I was out with my mate or whatever, and she used to see a guy, and obviously no. So she used to see a guy, and the guy saw her or whatever, and he tried to move to her. And my girl was like, "Yo, I'm not on it anymore." You know, she's like, obviously entitled asshole, grabs her yash, and the girl like, bam, slaps his face. Obviously, he could react, but he says, "If I catch you outside this club, yeah, blah 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 blah, I'm gonna beat you, whatever." Yeah, I thought I was like, okay, like whatever, your ego got bruised, you're overreacting. After the club, tell me why this guy's chasing her around the car park. Like they had to put her inside my car. They're like to calm him down, and that next thing you know, bam, broke my rearview mirror. I'm so tired, and I'm like, do you know he's on Vim? I just want to go home. And this is before the days I even have my own car. So this is my dad's car. So I have to go home the next day. Explain this to my dad. And I'm explaining to my dad. I'm like, yo, what happened? I said, yo, your man got angry at a girl. They put her in my car. Hit the thing. My dad said, why did you fight him back? I'm like, bro, at 3 a.m.
I hear it.
Yes.
No, but you know what?
I know.
You know what though? Where are the man them?
Dude, his boys are trying to stop him.
It's not only about his boys. Who else? Like, because
that's it.
Like,
It was just his boys.
yeah, because the thing is, like,
Yeah.
like this is what women be saying about, like, you gotta protect the women in it. Like sometimes you see something crazy happening, you just gotta.
And I always wonder, like, if they didn't put her in that car, what would he have like physically like done to her, kind of thing? In that same morning, yeah, my dad's like, no, you're gonna go get that girl. You're gonna go to that boy's house and explain. We go collect my friend at the time. We go to his. He explains every details to every word to his parents. He says he grabbed my ass. I told him no, so I hit him. He said your son is a pervert. I was like, gee. Me, I'm just sitting there. I was like, can someone just fix this rearview mirror so my dad can't be up my neck? Can my dad be up my neck?
But you know what? That brings an interesting conversation, because remember I told you about the situation that happened in Liverpool, innit?
Yeah.
And I got pissed off. And what's called? I'll speak about that later, but I think we're gonna have the people that were there with me on the podcast when we get the footage in it. But so like I have this weird thing, yeah, where I don't really get angry too tough, right? And I feel like I don't have a switch with my aggression. So like if I get pissed off, granted, I can be aggressive as fuck. Do you get what I'm saying? I can be angry, I can fist you up, do whatever, right? But if I don't get angry, I don't feel like I can tap into my aggression like that. So now I'm put in this weird place where I'm kind of like, if I don't, like, let's say in the future, yeah, something happens. Like, let's say I go out with, like, I'm with a girl, I go out with a girl, whatever, and something mad happens, and it doesn't trigger my anger.
Yes. How do
I now like fuck this guy up?
That's exactly what I was on. I'm so tired. I just want to go home, and he fucked up my car. And I'm not actually angry. I just want her to be safe, kind of thing. I'm like, look, the main important thing is I don't really want to fight. I just want her safety. That he's already on 100. Like, that's for me not to turn up to be on 100. I wasn't just there, and I don't know what would get me. That's why I look at like UFC fighters who can literally go in a cage and fight another human being and be completely calm and poised, and you're like, this guy is trying to knock you out. Obviously, you can't be angry because then you will make bad decisions. But I look at that as like, you have to be built a certain way to be even kill and still want to fuck up another human being.
Even the UFC fighters, I get it. Like, that's their profession. Do you know what I'm saying? And even with that, like, if you go in there angry, you're not going to be able to perform. Like, you're just doing your skill. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say there might be some people that they can't write music until they're high. There's some people that can't, like, do whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people can't perform unless they're drunk or whatever, right? But in this very situation, it's kind of like, there's, like, let's say going into the future, yeah, someone does something to my kids. And what if I don't get pissed off? And I know everyone's like, there's no way you're not going to get pissed off. But I don't want there to be a chance.
Yeah. And we can only hope that animal instinctive to protect. You know, like if you see a dog, even a dog, and try to touch their puppy or something, they just have an animalistic reaction. You can only hope that animalistic reaction that's within all of us. In the same way we have like a sexual animalistic reaction that we just want to, like, you see someone's attractive, it's like, I don't even know her, but there's that animalistic thing, like, I would smash.
Yeah.
But you'd hope that you could also switch that on when someone arms your kid. You're like, I don't even know you, but you touch my kid, I could kill you.
Yeah.
Because there's a video on Twitter where your one is trying to go down this, like, there's a girl, she's blocking the slide, and there's a girl behind her, he's just trying to, like, push her, and the dad of the girl behind is filming, trying to push her so she can go down the slide, because this girl's just being a little cunt. And the girl stopping everybody, wants to go bite the other child. I'm like, watching that video, it switched in my head. I'm like, I think I would kick that kid if he tried to do that to my kids. Like, just watching the video on Twitter, I'm like, I think I would grab that child and fling it, because I'm like, why are you trying to harm my kid for that kind of way?
No, but even with that, I always say, it's easy to say what you would do until you're in the situation.
Well, like, you don't know, you won't know if you're about it until you're there. A lot of us would like to think we're about certain things, and then we always say this, and you put someone in a situation,
you're not about it until you're about it.
You're not about it.
And like, even with that, like, because after the whole situation was sorted, it took me like a good 15-20 minutes to calm down. Like, I couldn't, even then, after the whole situation was over and everyone's like laughing and joking again at this point, I couldn't switch the aggression off. And that's what my problem is. I feel like I wish I had better control over it.
Yeah.
Like, just be able to switch it on and off at will.
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes where something might not piss me off, but I feel like I have to fight you because of principle.
But sometimes that's what it is. Like, some things might not necessarily annoy you. Remember, we always have these conversations, like, even in regard to our girls, they'll do something, and even if it annoys you, you're like, I let it go, because, like, I'm not gonna be angry in 15 minutes. But sometimes, out of principle, you just gotta address it then and there. Even if you're actually not annoyed about it, they'll be like, look, I'm not annoyed, but don't do that. Like, our parents do it with us when we're kids.
Yeah, like, because even think about it, like, back to the situation with the girl in the car. At this point, the girl is in my car. If you try to do anything to my car now, you're violating me. It's not even about her anymore. At that point, I'm not even fighting to protect her. I'm fighting you because you fucked my car up. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, in that moment, you were just kind of like, I just hope you're safe and I'm tired or whatever. But even if you're tired,
you gotta be like, look, at the
still,
principle is like, now I gotta fight you because you're violating mans.
Exactly. Do you get what I mean?
No, I get
and it's kind of one of those situations where I'm like, I wish I had better control over the switch, but I think I want to like go back to like boxing classes or something, and like, I feel like hopefully that will help flip my aggression, be able to have more control over the switch.
I know a lot of people that grew up being like quick, very temperamental, and they picked up some combat sports and in hope that they can channel that aggression in a different way. And usually people can fuck you up at any time are very calm because they're very secure. They know that they know. Like I remember those Anderson Silva, the UFC fighter, when he said when Chris Weidman beat him. Like he was listening to when Chris Weidman walked into a room, he was just so calm, so chill, so laid back because he knew at any time he's there, no one can do anything. Like people always say no one can slap him, but sometimes someone might slap you. What are you gonna do? But he just knew like I just beat Anderson Silva. That security and self assurance that probably comes with that. Like I just don't need to be angry.
Pause. I keep forgetting to clap.
Oh, mad. Anyways, let's do it. We're here. It's Strategy to the Game. It's the podcast with the highest level of analysis that the culture needs. Obviously, it's Uncle Jay here.
You know, it's your girl's favorite voice, Big Bitch. You go Midas touch.
No, Dave again. Dave,
look, niggas on annual leave, innit?
Yeah, still go work or whatever. But you enjoyed it. I saw you look like you were having fun over the weekend. You know, I didn't even my house this banker.
Yeah, brother, man. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been locked up. I've been cooked up for a while. It's nice to be outside again. Like it's actually like
I didn't see you as the outside type. I don't know why.
The funny thing is, it's weird because I do enjoy being out, but I'm also just not out a lot. But the thing is, I also it's not because I don't want to. Sometimes I see something, I was like, yeah, cool, I'll go.
Isn't that what makes it enjoyable because you're not out all the time? Like
probably.
Isn't that just because? Like, there's people, obviously, like my brother's group, like this banker and the Jubilee over in England, they were out like every day. Even when I'm over on a Thursday, they're like, we're going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, no, you don't kind of do all that.
Yeah. But if you are going out like once every, I'm saying like you're not the outside type. I only see you out like maybe, if I do see you, it's like every month or every 3 weeks. It's not like the frequent, maybe because also we always say we don't have weekly events here in Ireland for us to go to, whereas compared to the other places, America, UK, you can go every week.
Yeah, but when I say outside, I think it's more just being outside. Like, let's even say if it's a barbecue, house party, housewarming. It doesn't always have to be like legit the outside in the club. Do you get what I mean? Like sometimes just being outside is like even just going out for brunch with friends and shit.
I feel that. I haven't done that in a minute. I just decided like obviously I had the parents over Saturday, so I was like after that. My missus was out Sunday. I was like, I'm just gonna chill here because you know someone you get that alone time sometimes. Yeah, she was like, because I saw a tweet and it says it's a red flag when you. Oh no, it's like a meme. It was like, oh, when she brings her boyfriend to brunch. I just sat there. I was like, what boy in the right mind wants to be at girls' brunch? Why do you want to be there?
Yeah, no.
Like what? He just said, I'm gonna for girls' brunch. Oh, who's gonna be there? I'll pop down soon. Like, how do you even? I was just thinking like. Why do you even insinuate? Why do you even want to be? What if they start telling all their whole stories and your girl joins in? Now you hear about.
Man, you know what? Maybe it's one of the manipulative guys.
I was thinking that too. Like those one guys that like control. Because I know a girl at work. She said like one of her friends, my former place. She said like one of her friends' boyfriend was always coming around, and then they'll be around having like girly talk, and they have their girly talk about their past experiences, their one night stands, and he's just there. I'm like, I don't want to like. Those conversations definitely do take place, but why you want to expose yourself to that? Just stay at home, bro.
Yeah, and it's just, you know what it is, like, I also I like freedom. And, like, I like giving freedom. Like, please have a life outside of music.
Yes.
Please, I don't want to be there.
And I always think you get the best version of people if you really let them be themselves and live the life they want to live. And obviously, you live within the parameters of the life you're given. Like you go to work and you behave a certain way. You go to church. So in a relationship, they're going to behave a certain way, but they're still going to be the best version of themselves within that relationship. That's not to say, oh yeah, you're free. Go do left, right. No, you're free within the parameters of this relationship. I'm not the type to be like, you're going on brunch with who, when, what. I'm like, you're going on brunch, what date? I was like, what? Like, what movie should I be watching?
Yeah, and you know what? It's just like it just kind of feels like I think. If you've been with someone for long enough, you run out of shit to talk about.
Every day, you just sit there scrolling.
Yeah, so how's your day today?
How's work?
Fuck me, I work, man. But like,
they do.
But even with that, it's like work is a lot of people partners don't work in the same place, so it's kind of like that's your outside life. Do you get what I'm saying? So once again, you need to have an outside life.
Yeah.
So we can go back and actually have shit to talk about. And like, you know what it is as well? I feel like too many people do this thing where it almost feels like they're giving their partner freedom, but it doesn't. They're just limiting how many situations they can do something. Like, let's say, oh, my girl can't go here, my girl can't do this, my guy can't do this. I was like, oh, because what's he doing there? Like, let's say I wouldn't have a problem with my girl going to like Fresh Island or what's this place that everyone is talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Marbella. What's called like?
Why is that the holiday spot this year?
I don't know.
There's like, I just opened a story of one of my former colleagues as well, a Pfizer, and like they were in Marbella. I was like, why is this a spot now?
I don't know. Is it that video that guy's girl that was getting beat? But either way, I say that to say like, what's called, if you tell me that you're going Marbella or you're going Fresh Island or you're going literally anywhere, it's like, yeah, come go do your thing. Because if that's what you want to do, if you end up going and you cheat on me or whatever, that's what you want to do. That's what you wanted to do. That it's gonna come out somewhere or another way.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to want to be with me, not because you can't cheat, because it's gonna be difficult for you to cheat. I want you to not cheat because you don't want to cheat.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I fully hear it. That's why that tweet, I saw it. I was like, ain't nobody that I know, because I know none of my guys when their girls go. Like, none of the guys I know they definitely exist. But like, none of the guys I know that their girl will be like, we're going on a girls' brunch, and they'll be like, oh, I'm coming with you. I was like, bro, stay at home.
Yeah, you know what it is, yeah? The girls is telling her, like, her girls are telling her, like, nah, you deserve better. And it's like, you're not going to say that while I'm there.
they're not gonna feed your brain with all of this information.
Sometimes you got to intercept the pass.
Speaking of that, actually, I think Dungo was out at 8 a.m. Then he put up a story. It's like, what's an acceptable time for you if you're out and obviously you live with your missus? Or what time can your missus go past and you're like, all right, you took the piss? Because he was home at 8. Like, obviously this was a story, so it was like, he was home at 8 a.m. and he shared it. And I'm like, 8 a.m. is wild. But then I'm like, reverse. What is a time that you would be like, okay, you took the piss? Why are you doing until that time?
Honestly, I honestly don't think I have one. It depends what you're doing.
Clubbing, night out.
Oh, bro, if you come home at 9 a.m., I don't give a fuck at that point.
Jeez.
No, because think about it this way, right? If you, like, okay, even, we went to license party, right?
Yeah.
Then, after license party ended at 11, we then went to Solly's event in Villa. That ended around, like, 2, 3 maybe.
Okay.
And then, I think I was hearing some people was talking about after party. If you then go to the after party and then go for food or whatever, you could, coming home at 8 a.m. is not as crazy as people think it is.
No, trust me, I've been home at 6 a.m. But that's obviously back when I'm like younger and I have nobody to go home to that kind of way. Because I was thinking about the reverse. I'm like, if clubs finishes at like 2 or 3, depending on like where you live, obviously you're saying you're giving all the different reasons, like I was going for food. I guess in saying that, if you explain, I'm like, look, club was over at 3, after session, one of my friends, then got breakfast, then came home, probably makes sense. But at the same time, when someone just walks in at 8 a.m. and I would look at you and be like, what is going on?
No, there's caveats to this. It's not just walking at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, what's called? Check it. Check in at different points of the night. Do you get what I'm saying? And also, you're not telling me you're going for brunch with the girls at 2 o'clock and come back at 8 a.m. What the fuck are you doing?
No. You're saying that, yeah, but I've seen girls do this. I've worked with these girls that say that, like, they went for brunch, or like, I'm watching the stories and like the organized girls brunch or whatever. They go for brunch, have their time. Next morning I was at work, I was like, what time do y'all get home? Like, oh, we went for brunch, then we went out, I was home till 6. From 2 p.m. to 6 a.m. Just on the go.
But you know what? I do feel like it's because it's one of those things, like, if I could see myself doing it, I can't really have a problem with you doing it. Because, like, there has been times where you might be chilling with the boys and it's like, oh, let's do this. And then we end up doing this. And then we end up doing this. And then by the time you know it, I said I would be home at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. and it's 5 a.m. and I'm like, oh shit, like, yeah, what happened was this happened and this happened and this happened and this happened. Like, shit does be happening like that.
My mom was waiting for me on the stairs one time. Came home at 6 a.m. She was just, I went to and then she just there, sitting on the stairs, and then she spent another hour lecturing me in French. I was like, bro,
like, sorry,
we could have dealt with this tomorrow or later on today, whatever. But she just sat there waiting for me to be like, I'm on smoke right now.
No, I get it. But I think the most annoying part about that is, like, if you're having a missus and she's coming home at that time, it's just that you can't really sleep well. Like I'm kind of asleep, but I'm also, if the phone rings, I want to be able to pick it up just in case something's happening.
I think so, because it's probably more dangerous for them. Like, I would be just more worried if my brother's out till 6 a.m. I'm not crying. But my sister's out till 6 a.m. I'm just like, it's just a more dangerous world for women. That's I think that's what, like, I'll get to that. I understand that point as well.
Would it be crazy to tell you to send me your location while you're out?
It depends what you're doing.
I'm doing it not because I care about where you are. It's just that if I need to get to you, now, like, let's say if an emergency happens, you're like, did you come get me? like instead of where are you, blah blah. All right, cool. Just pull up the location. I'm here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
like my missus, when she went to a baby shower once, and Luton, she was staying in a hotel by herself. So she like, I had her location sent to me, and just so I know, because she was staying there by herself. But obviously, yeah, if that's the reason, like, look, you be out till that time. I just want to sleep well. Send me your location, so when I wake up, at least I can just see, location is here, so then I can sleep. Because at the same time, if like I have no location and your texts start taking longer to get back to me, it's not that I think you're cheating. I just don't know what's happening to you.
Yeah, like I just want to make sure you're okay. And you know, girls do this shit that they'll get drunk and they'll go out to get drunk and then they'll text you, fuck this bitch. Are you about to fight? What's happening? It's like,
who you fucking up? Who you fucking up?
I'm so drunk, I can't stand right now. Air for the next 3 hours. Did you pass out? Are you okay?
Do you want me to come get you?
You're texting like, are you okay? You know what? Let me just. You just text me. Your phone is in your hand. What the fuck are you doing?
That's how you know they're having the latest time.
I know.
They're having the latest time.
But don't give me a fucking heart attack. Because you're having a lit time. That's my only thing.
Like I was saying, Simi was out as well, and I went to pick her up. And she was like, we get McDonald's and we can go home and we can have fun, whatever, just chill out. It's still early. I just didn't want to go to the club after them. Like, yeah, come, I guess it's Sunday, bank holiday. We can like chill out, watch a movie or whatever. Go home. It's like, my head is spinning. Let me just lay down. Go for it.
And you know
I was like...
That's when they be talking the wickedest shit as well.
Yeah. I was like, alright. Well, the thing is, I expected to pass out. Like I in my brain, I was like, gone.
When you've been with her for so long,
yeah.
It's kind of like you can almost gauge just by looking at her eyes what level of drunk she's in. You're gonna pass out in the car, sure, man.
Bro was telling me, no, I'm tipsy. I'm like, nah, bro.
Like you spelled tipsy wrong.
Well, God bless them, though. God bless them.
Nah, man, gotta love women, man. Bosco, what are you charging to the game this week?
Oh, what am I charging to the game this week? I'm just, good way to segue into this, but I'm gonna let you charge some to the game first.
All right, what's called? I'm charging to the game the fact that I don't know, like, I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. I feel like I am losing everything, bro.
Okay.
This year alone, I have lost 2 pairs of car keys. I have never lost car keys in my life. My car came with 3 keys. I have 1. I've lost keys. I've lost my license. I lost my earbuds, the case the other day. Bro, I am losing everything. And I don't know what the fuck is going on. Because I'm usually so, like, here when it comes to, oh yeah, let me grab that. And I think part of it is down to the fact that I don't have my car.
Ah, okay.
Because, like,
yeah,
if I had my car, I would have my car keys.
Yeah.
If I had my car, I wouldn't have had to take the bus, and I think I left them on the bus, like the AirPods case on the bus. Like,
and then when you always have your car, you always worry, like even if you do subconsciously, there's always like a subtle recheck if you're out. You're like, I just need to know my car keys are still
more time if I have my car. If anything is missing, it's probably in my car or at my house.
Yeah.
But now I'm just losing everything. So
whenever I lose my wallet, I'm like, it's probably my car. Like whenever I misplace my wallet, it's definitely my car.
Am I the only person that doesn't carry a wallet anymore?
I don't as much. I actually really don't, because I have like, look, my license here and everything I can just tap on my phone. So I really don't carry my wallet as much around.
I don't even own a wallet anymore. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because apart from if your credit card and your license is here, what else do you really need a wallet?
Like, I literally just
nobody carries cash anymore.
Yeah, like, and look, I have a $5 on my phone and that's it. And that's because someone gave me cash.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like, I needed cash to pay for the grass. You know what I love doing, yeah? Paying for convenience. Because the grass needed to be cut. But we have like there's no lawnmower yet, and I was like, I have to go to Barbriggan and get the lawnmower, cut the grass, finish cutting the grass, put it back in my car, and then I found someone who said €25. I was like, just for the effort alone, €25 was cash money. The minute you give me the price, I'm like, nah, I'm doing that. Anyways, what I'm charging to the game this week, bro, I was being cooked on the timeline. I'm gonna charge that to the game.
Oh shit! No, we need to talk about this. You were fucking wild.
I'm charging it to the game.
No.
You're
not charging that to the game. You caused that.
No, my missus said she will deny me. You gotta charge that to the game.
Bro, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. That what did you say? Tweet killed me.
Nah, but yeah.
Why the fuck were you early?
No. Do you know what? Yeah. these kind of things like Love Island, especially Love Island and football, reminds me of what Twitter used to be.
Yeah.
We were just there, everybody knew what it was.
Yeah.
For the most part, obviously there was a bit, like, so you could say malicious jokes when people would talk down on when people went to uni or whatever.
Yeah.
Even then, you knew it was lighthearted banter. So when Love Island comes on, everybody's on the same vibe. Everybody wants to have fun, everybody wants to laugh, and nobody's really taking this serious, because last, it'll finish at half 10 o'clock, you're up at 6 a.m., go to bed. Twitter got to a place where we were not scared, but we didn't really want to have conversations because a third party will jump in that you don't know. All of a sudden, your mentions are flooded, and you're like, I don't really want to have this conversation. So when Love Island started, I was like, and I'm seeing all these tweets, and everybody's throwing jokes. So I don't have like a comedic muscle. I don't think I do, but I have like that kind of thing on Twitter. I'm like, I know what works.
Like,
I know what works. So it was just kind of that. I was like, nah, this is what Twitter. This is why I started using Twitter. To come here and just bullshit with people that you don't know and just have a good time.
Honestly, the only reason I'm even remotely tweeting anymore is purely because of Love Island.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me even change that. Because of Dami. It's like
that's why I was whining, because I was like, and none of this is serious. Like the one I said for years. Can everybody please verify this?
that killed me.
I just want to know who he's denying.
Nah, what's good?
Jokes.
That time, yeah, I literally, the only thing I was thinking about was, you know one of those videos where the woman is carrying the guy like this. I was like, Sim, come get it, man.
At first, people were like, "What side are you on? Are you against us?" And after, everybody was just laughing, and that's why. Because it's just jokes. Like, no, this they're calling him antenna, and they're saying, "What did you say?" All of this, like, we know for the most part.
Someone called him an evil Santan Dave.
Well, and sometimes, like, even some of the things I'm seeing about Dami, they're funny, and they're just objectively funny. You just have to laugh at these things.
There's a couple of those things that I'm like, no, that's hilarious. I'm standing for Dami, yeah. But that's fucking hilarious.
And that's it. As long as, and you can tell when a tweet isn't done with like malicious intent, or when someone just trying to get off a joke, or they'll put a funny gif, or they'll do a funny reference, and we're all just laughing and retweeting, we're having a good time, and everybody's on the timeline with the same purpose. We just want to hear to laugh. It got to a place, I think, maybe 2 years ago, where we started talking about heavy topics like Black Lives Matter, sexual abuse, or whatever. And these are topics that the conversations needed to be had. But maybe Twitter was not the right platform, because it's 140 characters, and you don't really get to express your tone and how you're saying and what you're saying, and everybody can live in for interpretation. And sometimes I'm like, good conversations, but I don't want to have it with a complete stranger on the timeline that doesn't understand the nuance of the conversation. Love Island doesn't need nuance. It doesn't. Everybody has a context. Everybody knows what's happening. So I'm just having fun.
Twitter was fun yesterday.
I was just having fun with it.
It was fun. But speaking about Love Island, yeah, I don't know if it's just me. I personally think the talent is dead. India is the only fine girl. Like, for me, India is the only fine babes on that thing. Like,
India is. I agree, and I texted you yesterday, and I was like, it's maybe because there's a certain demographic that you're not really into. So you're not. But my brother also texted me the same thing. He also said 2 girls. I think it was India, and another one. He says the rest of them. He says I could probably pull these girls on a night out. They're not that not that great.
What's called there's group chat on Instagram, man. We're talking about Love Island and so on. And someone says, I can find all these girls in Tramline.
I said something similar, especially your one, I can't remember her name, Tasha or something. I was like, the blonde. I was like, yo, bro, this one you could see them in town. And people were like, we get it, you don't like white girls. I'm like, no, that's not. Like, objectively, India and your one, I can't remember their name, but there was a few that I was like, okay, that's pretty.
India's lame. The more I look at her face, the prettier she gets. She is so lame.
PLT uploaded a picture of her today. I'm like, the bag is just coming for these people.
Amen.
The bag is.
But what do you think of the first episode?
I liked it for introduction, maybe because I was a bit. Usually introductory episodes I don't really like. They just pick what they like. But maybe because obviously Dami's on and the Black Irish guy, and you're just. I watch it like every time he's speaking. I'm just like hoping. I was like I'm rooting. I'm like, please don't get yourself cooked. But at the same time, I shouldn't think that way. He should just be him. Like the cooking those shouldn't matter. He should just be who he is and let the cards fall where they may.
But the thing is, like, I think at first he was super nervous because he seemed super nervous. But after that, but I think that's just an awkward situation. And look, you're the first one that comes out. Like, all of this is here. It's just like everybody's watching you. It's probably your first time in front of it. Like, oh, we're here now. Do you get what I'm saying? But as soon as that was over and everything just started going to be normal and everything, like it was. Bro, my guy played rock paper scissors to see which side
To
of
see
the
where
bed.
the bed is sleeping. No.
I was like, that's the guy.
And then, because obviously I don't know his personality too well, so I don't know. Like, I'm just seeing what I'm getting in it. So that's it. But obviously, you gotta stand for the black Irish guy.
That's a guy still.
you gotta root for it. But the other side of it, I wanted to think is, it is uncomfortable that they put a 19-year-old in there, because it's uncomfortable to watch.
Guys.
Because I know she's legally of age, but I have a decade on her, and so does your one, the Italian guy. He's 27, she's 20, she's 19. If that coupling ends up happening, that's weird.
I get it. Like, if someone said, someone tweeted, she was 16 when COVID started.
I saw, bro. And the thing is, I'm not even gonna put too much of the blame on the guys there. ITV should have never even made her an option. It's just a bad look.
Yeah, but it is one of those things. Like, it's 18 is the limit.
It's 18.
I mean, 18 is the age.
I always say this too. It's so conflicting because we say 18 is an adult, but we also want to treat them as kids. Like we say no, as an 18, you're an adult. You can go do whatever you want in life. But if a 29-year-old sees them as an adult, we're like, no, they're a child. And I agree with that too. I agree with the fact that, like, look, you're 29. What are you doing with a 19-year-old? You have 10 years on her. At the same time, I'm like, well, ITV, they said, whoa, society, we said 18 is an adult, didn't it? So we're going to put her in. And she carries the last name, Mike Owen Star. Well, that's part of it, like that.
Sorry, yeah, is that the one that was like saying to that other guy, it's like, oh, that's an unfortunate last name.
Yeah.
What the fuck's your problem?
Yeah,
like?
that's she sees bad vibes.
Yeah, no, she's
entitled
definitely
bad vibes. Yeah.
What's this Mr. Sliders? What the fuck?
You're the white guy.
Yeah, the black guy.
Kendall.
bro, you could see that India was not on him when they were talking, and she looked pissed off.
His nipples are huge. That's the only thing I noticed. Bro had steroid nipples. I didn't even notice. You know how Love Island's happening? You're in like so many different group chats. Someone said it in a group chat, and then you can't unsee it now. Even now, I'm seeing pictures of him. I'm seeing pictures of him. I'm like, nah, bro, these nipples are fucking massive.
I feel like I'm gonna watch that tonight, and I'm just gonna. But yeah, not like even like a lot of the conversations were just dry. Like,
first day, you're meeting someone 2 hours ago. What are you going like?
But there's
there to chat about.
It's not what's there to chat about. You banter, like you just banter the same way. Like if I was to meet, like, obviously it's not the same. It is not the same. Like, I will say, like, I would not thrive in a situation like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that kind of person in it. But I don't know. I feel like maybe, granted, it was just the first episode, but something needs to be sprinkled.
Yeah,
that's why
the first week is always slow.
But that's why Davide. Fam, some of those girls look like they were ready to die. That blonde one, yeah, the deaf one, she looked like she was ready to die for him. What?
They said his whole thing, his personality is Italian. they just said when they start talking tall, dark, and handsome, whatever they said, that's who they be chatting about. I thought they be chatting about.
I've been saying this for years. When one of the guys was like, I think the guy that was paired up with the blonde girl was like, oh, I usually go for brunettes. What do you mean? She can dye her hair. Like, I've never understood that. Like, how blonde is a preference, or like.
I hear what you're saying, though. I hear this girl can just be blonde tomorrow. That could be a preference.
You know she could pay like what, €200, €250, get her hair dyed and be brunette tomorrow. And then the week after again she can do the same thing.
I fully hear that.
Like,
and the other narrative I wanted to say is like, this narrative of black love, I think they should just stop forcing it, man. I know we see it on the timeline, and kind of India, in a way, she alluded to, but she didn't really say. She's like, I feel like Kenna is only going to stick with me because he got paired up to, which is the whole outside. They saw two black people together, they paired them together, and they probably think that's who they should be paired up with. Whereas, I even saw a tweet today, it was like, they should just stop forcing this narrative so our black girls can stop being embarrassed. Because you can tell sometimes when it's forced, and you're like, bro, this guy's a Babylon slayer. Just let him go slay Babylons and let someone actually choose her for who she is, rather than choose her because both of them are black.
Yeah,
that's straight.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of didn't like the whole let the crowd thing choose.
Yeah.
Whether the crowd actually chose, which I don't think they did, is another thing. But like, I don't really like that. And Amber said something on Amber from Love Island, said something. She was like, they should let them choose, and then see like, jokes on you, crowd chose for you. That would be so much more interesting.
I guess because then you know who wanted to be with who chose who, and now they've switched them around and like, but. Like, it's so funny. It's actually like a staple of our society, Love Island now. Especially this year that we're like here in Ireland, and it's someone that we even know of. When Yolande went in, I knew a few people that knew her, but I didn't really know like that. But now we have like friends in common and everything. So everybody's kind of like, yeah, this is our guy now.
Like, no, like, it really is our guy. And the fact that we can't vote is fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to have Irish people and then Irish people can't vote? Like, it doesn't make any sense. However, I do feel like our boy Dami is going to go get India. I feel like it's just a matter of time before they start chatting and the thing is there because, bro, this one that he's having his toes out, brother, like, bro.
They're making
put
fun of
some
his
shoes on,
Crocs.
guy.
They're making fun of his Crocs
No,
already.
like, the thing is, I'm not beefing Crocs. I'm not beefing any of that. Like, you know what it is, yeah? When you first link a girl, or you first link anybody, you obviously put your first impression, you put your
Best foot forward.
Best foot forward always. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things, right, that if I meet a girl and we're talking or whatever, there's certain things you're not gonna catch me out on. Like, if you're coming to my house is gonna be immaculate. Like, you're not gonna catch my house not looking nice. What's called? You're not gonna catch dirt under my fingernails. You're not gonna catch, like, there's certain things that just shouldn't happen. Do you get what I'm saying? One of them is wear a fucking shoe.
I saw on Twitter they said that's how you know he dates white girls. I think like being on Black Twitter during Love Island, I would love to see the quote unquote Fiat 500 Twitter, what their bands would be like. But Black Twitter be killing it.
Because
Love Island.
you know the thing is, okay, first of all, let's even just say, if you want to wear Crocs for the rest of the show, calm. Not the first day you walk in. And you know, during the night, everyone usually gets dressed up. Everyone's putting on their drip, putting on clothes, and my guys are slides. Bro, where are you going?
Go dress for comfort.
My guys go to a house party. You might as well just wear the tracksuit.
We are not room for him at all.
You know, pull up the night.
Do you not think if Dami wasn't there, we'd actually be room for this guy even more?
Bro,
because he's only not because Dami's there. Like, I haven't even paid this guy mind. I was like,
bro,
I'm not here for all of this.
I am invested in two people on that show, and one is India because she's fine as hell, and the other one is Dami because he's Dami.
Yeah. Black and Irish.
Like, literally, the rest of them, I can't really remember names.
I can remember Gemma because that's the one that's Michael Owen's daughter, so she's been catching smoke all day. I know the deaf one. I think there's an Amber in there, but like obviously, what you think of the first challenge? Because your man, he kind of did too much. You want to like they say kiss her thing, and you want to fucking.
Man, it's just...
When they say consent to sex, these people don't want to listen.
I'm telling you.
And your man, the boy is sucking toe.
You know what? I feel like I was like. But I feel like he because the girl said it. What's the girl that he's paired up with?
I think it's Amber.
Is it Amber? Whatever.
I think I actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Dami and Amber. Yeah, no, that sounds right.
Okay.
I feel like he chose her just because he was paired up with her, and it almost felt like, the person I'm paired up with is what I'm gonna do that with. But the girl said nah.
Some people
want Dami.
Some people go with the mentality of like because usually it's like the longest couples tend to win. So some people is like look, if you pair up and we can just make a vibe, go at least even if you don't win, you go all the way. It's a 10-week 8-week holiday, all exclusive, paid for. Your job's on the stands. It's a part of most jobs are like he's gonna Love Island.
You come
out,
out,
hold your place, you get your job back.
You come
So
out,
worst case scenario,
fuck that job, I got the bag now.
You see, so worst case scenario is like you're chilling for 10 weeks in a villa, everything paid for, away from reality. Because we enjoy it for 1 hour. The minute it ended, I was like, fuck, bank holiday's over. Back to work tomorrow.
Unless you're paired up with someone that gives you the ick.
Yeah, no, you can't force vibes.
But I don't
You can't
think,
force vibes.
But the thing is, I don't think you can force it anyways. Like, I feel like the couples that work are always the genuine ones. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell if someone is not being genuine.
Yeah.
Like, people's bullshit radar is a lot better than a lot of people think.
And yeah, of course, and that's why I always say it. It's like that's why they always say, oh, your friends know your fake friends before you do. Because the older you get, the more you can see through bullshit. Whereas when you're young, you think all your friends have your best intentions, everybody's on the same level, everybody's vibing the same, and your parents are looking at them as that's it. Because as you go through life, you just see certain characters again and again. Yeah. Like there's only so many characters that exist. You see what?
I would say that there's only like 15, 20, maybe.
Exactly. So if you've seen like a laid back, nonchalant person, like I've seen this before. Like you need to push him a bit more. Like he needs to like you know that kind of way. So our parents, when they see our friends, they're looking at us like this guy's bullshitting you. This guy doesn't have your best interest at heart. I was actually thinking as well. I tweeted this as well. I watched this show ages ago, and there's one girl in the bed next to the man that she was initially paired up with, just getting fingered. Then I was thinking, I was like, that's Michael Owen. Are you even tuning into this? Because it's not saying it will happen, But it's possible.
You know
On live TV, and he's catching so much strays because it's his daughter. People are at him because it's his daughter.
You know what? It's one of those things you should up and be like, look, she's grown, man.
Is she? She's 19 years old.
Yeah, she's grown, man.
She's grown enough to go on Love Island. She's grown enough to do her thing.
Like that, like every like I feel like at some point, yeah, you just gotta be like, even like let's say with your younger siblings and stuff like that, it's kind of like your sister's gonna turn 18 one day,
Yeah.
and there's gonna be bear man that's gonna try and break their neck to try and have sex.
Bro,
Like,
I hear that, and it's one thing knowing, but it's another scene
No,
on national TV. Bro, if he's in my night group chat, yeah, better be one dickhead. I'm like, yo, bro, Mike.
you know you have to do. You have to be like, you know, like when you're watching movies with your parents back in the day, like when you're young,
Yeah.
and the sex scene comes out and it changes the channel. That's what you're gonna do.
Because I hear we were trying to move to people's sisters. People will move to your sisters or your daughter. It's like you're with someone's daughter, you're with someone's sister. It's a cycle of life.
Literally.
Other thing is, I'm like, man, as a parent, I'm not trying to see all of that. Like, I know it's happening. From the minute they're 15, 16, boys are trying to like be in their DM. Because I always think about whatever age you had sex, and think about the person you had sex with. Probably gonna happen to you as well. So don't be thinking you're special. Another thing is on ITV, big ITV, next event, one Italian stallion swinging your daughter. It's kind of long still. Someone said, as an African man, I can't run.
Bro, man.
But Love Island is good. Love
But
Island.
look, man, we're gonna keep you updated on Love Island.
Yeah, we're gonna do
we're invested
commentary
in
every
Dami.
week. We're invested in Dami. It's a shame. At least next time we do, we'll have a week's worth to talk about.
Yeah,
Because they say we only had a day.
I do think Dami's doing his thing so far.
Yeah.
Like his little banter with the girl was. My guy looked at her and was like, "Don't lie to me."
Are you gonna pick me? And then he was like, you said, look, there was 3 people I would have picked, and you were one of them. So it's a good start.
Even what's her name? With Ikenna in India. Is his name Ikenna?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Brother, whatever her name is. Yeah. Him and India. I remember Amber from Love Island before tweeted like, "Look her in the eyes." That. A couple of those interactions just seemed so awkward. Like it just seems so awkward. Like even when she was doing all that, like when she was like chatting to him, it was like, bro, big Love Island, and the game that you want to come with. She says, "What's your type?" He said, "Big bomb."
Someone, I was gonna refer to tweets. Someone tweeted, "Is Big Bum going to raise your child again?" That's what I mean. I love it because I love Twitter during that time because we're all just bullshitting and having fun with it. I was actually gonna say something that just left my mind, but no, yeah, Love Island. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. To be honest, it's only been a day.
Yeah, it's only been a day.
But yeah, no, Love Island they're doing their thing still.
And no, I actually completely forgot what I was gonna say about Dami. But that's it. We good now? Anything else you wanna bring up?
Well, what else has happened during my week? I think there was something else during my week that I was gonna talk about, but I can't fucking remember.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say sorry. Of those interactions are gonna, like you said, it's not a normal setting to meet people. Think about even interactions that we have at fucking work with people that we see 39 hours a week. Some of them it's still fucking awkward and it feels forced and it doesn't feel natural. It's like we're literally only talking because we're in the same building at the same time, so we wouldn't talk. And what Love Island became like a game show. Yeah. So it feels even less natural because they're aware of the perceptions and the tweets before coming in. Whereas previous seasons, there was none of this, no social media. I remember the first season I heard of it, it was the one Marcel, the really dark skinned one.
Blazing Squad.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it, but I know that.
Yeah. That same year, I didn't watch it, but I knew it. And by then, nobody was really tweeting about it. Now, like say for example, Dami is on our timelines, is on our social, so they're going in aware of this perception of the outside world. So initially, it is going to be awkward interactions because it's not a natural environment to be in. Like you're saying, you wouldn't do well, I wouldn't do well because we're inside. It's like this is not natural. But the more you live in it, 2-3 weeks, you probably, as human, get accustomed to it, and that's where we're saying it's hard to keep playing a game because your natural side will come out.
Apparently, you forget the cameras are there after like 36. Is it 36 or something or something like that? So like it is going to be. I do think, especially with the producers controlling it, like with the games and all that kind of stuff, people start getting to know each other more, and then after having to all of the required chats, let me pull you for a chat. Let's the girls go chat here.
So it's the same voice as well.
Go
for a chat.
I got a text.
That's not really fun.
But you know, man. You know what? Like, I'm not really a reality show kind of guy,
No, I love.
But
I hate watch reality TV shows.
But
again with the Kardashians, fake people.
it is. There's nothing sweeter than when everybody on the timeline is watching something together.
Bro.
And like the watch party, I'm so annoyed I didn't get to go because I just didn't have my car. Like just getting around would be so awkward. But like that's gonna be a vibe too.
Yeah,
like people
yeah.
having watch parties and all that kind of shit. Like is gonna be a vibe. Like it really is.
And I like how we're maximizing these things now, just as a society, as like a culture. It's like, oh, Love Island is on. Let's do a watch party. We're maximizing what it is or what it could be, making an experience for everybody. And it's obviously everybody has a stake in it. Everybody's invested, and long may it last. Long may it last.
Look, man, shout out to our boy Dami. Get the bag, get the bitches. I feel like he's gonna be on them. He might be the one fingering someone's daughter on the show.
You know the comment. I saw. You know that comment of the auntie on the train, screw face, looking at her phone. That's what he said. That's how Dami's mom is looking when he said, "I have a love mark on my penis."
do you know the one that killed me as well? It's like, is this guy standing up like this, and it's like, this is Dami after he's done. After he's done, it's like, is that a nipple piercing?
That's what I mean.
But you know what?
Timeline is funny.
Actually, no. Hold on. Some of you people are bad vibes though, and it probably is just because we're invested in Dami. But so I've been seeing people are cooking his necklace. Like, oh, he got that stream.
Yeah.
You might have bad vibes, man.
Love Island, they just cook anything.
Yeah, no, they look for anything to cook.
Everybody's on vibes to just like people are intentionally watching it with the intention of being funny. And it's like I've heard an analogy. It's like sometimes being funny is like when you're slapboxing with your mate. You might hit them too hard. They're like, oh fuck, I'm fucked up. I'm sorry. So some people are just trying to be funny and they don't know that they'll be mean. It's not even funny. It's just you're being a dick now.
No,
like,
but some people genuinely think being rude is being funny.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah.
Like there is some funny that is like borderline rude, but that's a thin line. It's hard to play
and
that.
that's the art. You have to know to be like what's his name, Jimmy Carr, to get to that line. But then you make people laugh, and it's something because if you don't make people laugh with your rudeness, you're just an asshole.
Yeah, like some people are really just like, I hate those people that is like, you know what? I'll put my hands up. I used to be one of those guys. I used to be mean for no reason. I used to be, but I've changed now. Like there's no growth, man, maturity. What can I say? But yeah, that's pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, I should do the socials at the beginning of the pod. But yeah, any music you want to listen to this week?
Only music I'm listening to is #Team Dami.
Team Dami.
You know what? I think it just has to be there's two songs that are being banged out this summer, and it's Palazzo and Sushunga. Those are the only two.
Last as well.
Oh, last.
Yeah. Last I'm seeing that one everywhere. But yeah, I was actually recently I got back into because when 2011 I was really into A$AP Rocky. So for some reason I've just played it. That song, Praise the Lord, yeah.
Banger.
Cold.
Banger.
Cold. I've just been playing even the instrumental. I was like, who is this?
Even when Skepta comes in,
I stand on the hill because in 2011 that class he came out around the same time, like obviously Drake, he was with Kendrick Cole and them. For some reason he just didn't elevate to that level because there's a song he also has that people listen to, Goldie, and it's like cold, and that was like from 2010. I remember hearing this and hearing him on One Train with like Joey Badass and this. I'm like, this is just as good as a rapper in terms of like just the skill of rapping that I've heard in this era. But for some reason Rihanna's Baby Daddy never kicked on.
I think it's one of those things. He's more like underground alternative rap. I don't think he's the mainstream kind of
and
rapper.
you probably like fashion more. Do you know? I always say use your 9 to 5 to live your actual dream. Like Cole is playing basketball.
Yeah.
He probably is like, look, I'm a rapper, but I actually like being a fashion nigga. So I'm gonna put more effort into this. And sometimes people that are like great, they always say sometimes you can't be one foot in, one foot out. To be great, that has to be the main thing. So sometimes when the main thing isn't the main thing, it's hard to achieve the same level of greatness. So Praise the Lord and Goldie by A$AP Rocky have been my songs of the week.
You know what? For me, I know it's basic as fuck, but it has to be Palazzo. Like that song is just
no, that song slaps.
You know, it's not even crack that it's sprinkled with. It's sprinkled with heroin.
Meth.
Meth.
Blue crystal meth, Breaking Bad things.
Do you know Heisenberg things? That's what it is.
Thing.
But,
anyways,
yeah,
follow us on the socials. On Twitter, it's CITTG_podcast. If you follow me for the tweets and you will laugh, Sir Jordan with 2 N's, all one word on Twitter. That's me on Twitter. But yeah, back to the podcast. Charge it to the Game Pod on Insta. Charge it to the Game Pod on TikTok. I'm Sir Jordan M on Insta. I'm Sir Jordan with 2 N's on Twitter. And you are?
I'm Big Didge _ BIGDEJJ _ on everywhere, I believe. And also YouTube videos are coming back.
Yes.
We have posted
Oh yes.
we've posted one. I'm gonna go through the backlog and I'm gonna start posting them all.
Let's go.
But if it doesn't, I'm not gonna give you days.
yeah. You'll get them when you get them.
But
they're already late, so you'll get them when you get them.
And they will be coming out regularly from now on.
Yes. And
on
the No Request.
On the No Request Network.
DJ Jesse's No Request Network.
Oh,
we should be using his name for clout,
Yeah.
Best DJ in Ireland,
What? Podcast produced by the best DJ in Ireland. Actually, hold on. I can't even
Space provided.
Space provided.
By the best DJ in Ireland on the No Network Podcast Network. And
Anyways.
if you made it to the end of the pod.
And you don't like what Dami's doing on Love Island.
Well, you can try just again. Thank you for listening. We're gone.